guys, happy Monday. Hope you guys had a really great weekend. I had a nice weekend, a very calm. I didn't do much this weekend, and I actually got very little crafting done, which is not me. I like to use my weekends to craft, but I've actually been on a really huge organizing kick lately and trying to declutter, which is taken a lot of time. I feel like I'm maybe 5% done. Whenever I try to clean, like do a deep clean, I usually end up making things about 20 times worse before they start getting better. So I'm just slowly working through that, trying to declutter and trying to create a little crafting space for myself eventually. So we'll see how that goes. But one of the few things I did work on is my little Be Kind sign. And I love how this turned out. I'm not all the way done with it yet. I still need to crochet the stick, the dowel stick across the top, and I have to find those. So I do not remember where I put them. I picked up quite a few packs from Dollar Tree a long time ago, and I've been using some of them for some of the other tapestries I've completed recently, but I don't know where I put them. So good thing I'm decluttering. Hopefully I'm going to come across them. And then I also want to put some fringes along the bottom, and I was kind of like trying to decide, did I want to use the white thread for the fringes or just go ahead and use this color. And I like this color so much, so I settled I'm just going to go ahead and use this color. I was kind of toying with maybe I'll like alternate and do like, oh, maybe I will do that. I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick with this. I'm going to just stick with this color. I love this color so much, and I just love how it worked up. It kind of, I don't know, kind of just reminds me a little bit of tie-dye a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start attaching the fringes, and I hope I have quite a bit of this left after doing the fringes, because I really want to use the leftovers to crochet either an octopus or a squid. I don't know, as soon as I saw it, when I picked up this yarn, that's kind of what I was thinking. It'd be a great little octopus project, I thought. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. I don't know if I should put this dowel stick first, if I find them, or just go ahead and start with the fringes. I'm leaning towards just starting with the fringes because I don't know where the dowel sticks are yet. So I think I have a little bit of time on my break right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just start measuring out the fringes and see how that goes. And once I have a few done, I'll check in with you guys to show you the progress. All right, so I went ahead and I decided that I would just pull out a book so I can make my fringes to be a little bit, I guess, easier to cut out instead of cutting them one at a time. And I wanted to just get a book that had like a little ridge, so when I wrap it, I can just use my scissors to cut through. And the one I picked up was actually this reading journal that I started a few years ago, actually. I was hoping that I would get back into reading more. And yeah, I totally forgot I had started this. So some of the things, let's see, I think I started, yeah, I didn't get very many entries done. Okay, so these are where my entries start. And yeah, these are just some of the books that I read. One of them was Behind Closed Doors, The Cabin, The Silent Patient. This was an amazing book. I love that so much. Parable of the Sower, I think, was the last one. And that's where I stopped. But I don't know, I just thought this was kind of fun. You know, I kind of wrote about, there were some questions to guide you, like what did you think of the book? What was the most interesting, intriguing, challenging, or surprising? What are you going to take away from the book? And then there's just kind of like a grid page where you can just add whatever you want. And I kind of just use that like to put a picture of the book, a quote that I liked, and then just a little bit about the characters and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think I am going to get back into doing this again. I actually started listening to some audiobooks recently, so I don't know, I'm trying to just get back into reading more, so hopefully, you know, I'll get some more reading done that way. But yeah, so kind of a good thing that I chose, because I randomly pulled off a book from my shelf. It happened to be this one, so that was actually kind of a good surprise because it motivated me to start writing about what I'm reading again. All right, so I'm just going to, I don't know why I'm putting so much space, but I'm just gonna make some fringes. I don't know why I'm gonna trim these anyways, so I don't know. everything is so tangled. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna end up trimming these anyway, so I don't know why I'm trying to make them consistent. I usually just use cardboard for this, but I didn't have any cardboard next to me, so I just was like, you know, I'll just grab the book, do it this way. I don't want to waste a lot of my yarn, so I'm probably not going to make a ton of these at once. And I think for each spot, I'm trying to decide if I want to put 2 together for each spot or just do 1. My kettle's heating again. I didn't make my tea, so it's heating up again. All right. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and cut. I always cut a little extra just in case. And then go through, cut each of these. I'm sure there's probably an easier way to attach fringes to a project, but this is just always how I've done it, so it seems to work for me. All right. And I'm not going to worry about colors or anything. And I want a slightly larger crochet hook. Size H. That should be good. And all right, so I'm going to go ahead and put in my crochet hook. And I think I think that works. I think I will spread them out a tiny bit. I was going to put 1 in each one, but I think I'll alternate, skip 1 maybe. Let's see how that goes. Because I don't want them too close, but I really don't want any gaps either, so. All right, so that's how it's turning out, and I like that spacing. And then once I'm done, I'll put a ruler across and just trim off the bottoms to make them even, but I like this, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna attach 2 strings together. Oh, it's so staticky, look at that. So staticky. I'm gonna just keep playing with this, huh? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna keep working on this, and I'm gonna attach them all the way across. All right, so I've been sitting here a while, just putting in some of the fringes, and I love how these colors are looking together, so I am happy that I went ahead and I just did the variegated yarn instead of adding in the white. So I'm almost halfway done. So I'm gonna keep going. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to cut out a few more strings, but we'll see. And I'm trying to put these just one space in between. And once I'm done with these, some of them are a little bit longer because, let's see, oops, all right, just grab some off the top. You know, putting these in here is making me really want to start my latch hook rug. I picked up a latch hook rug, oh, it's been a long time now, and it's just been sitting around. And I haven't gotten started on it yet, but just putting these in here, it's really making me want to get out my latch hook rug again and start that. You know, latch hook rug making, I think that was probably like one of the very first crafts that I got into when I was a child. I haven't worked on one recently, so hopefully once I start making another one, I'll still like it as much as I used to, because I really used to enjoy it. And one thing I've been kind of thinking about really wanting to get into, it's rug making with a rug tufting gun. Like, I wish I had one of those. They're very, very pricey though. And you need a pretty big space because you need a frame to hold whatever you're working on. So I don't know, that's kind of future goals. Like if I ever get into another craft, I think it would have to be rug tufting. All right, so I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna put the rest of my fringes in. And once I have them done, I'm gonna spend a little time and see if I can find a wooden dowel stick, because I really wanna go ahead and finish this project so I can get started on making my little either squid or octopus. I still haven't decided which one yet. And I know I have a lot of other projects that are going on right now, like my little dog, my Dachshund, all of my blankets, my knitting practice, but I'm in the mood for starting another project, so I'm gonna go ahead and start another one as soon as I get this one done. So I'll check in with you guys when I have my last fringes in. Okay, so I was able to find a dowel stick, and this one is kind of like scratched up and everything. I probably was using it for something, but it's fine. So I did go ahead and I started crocheting over the dowel stick. It's a little bit awkward, but I'm trying. I've been doing so many single crochet, or not single, this project was done with half double crochet, and I'm always used to doing single crochet. So right now I kind of want to, like, I just feel like I want to start making half doubles, and actually prefer single crochet so much more than half double. I feel like every time I try to do a half double, it like gets stuck or something goes wrong. So I like single crochet the best. Wait, I think I did a half double there. Why do I have two? Okay, I don't know what I did here. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm kind of like turning this, rotating this down so this little ridge is more consistent. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna crochet all the way across, and then I need to apply or attach like a string to make a little hanger so I can actually hang it. And once I am done, I will come back with you guys and show you what it's like. All right, so I went ahead and I finished crocheting across this, so now I have my stick attached. And the last thing I need, well, two more things. I need to make something to actually hang it. So, all right, so I'm just gonna go ahead, take a string and just tie it on here. And tie it one more time just so it's strong and won't come loose. And then the tail, I'm just gonna hold it along the back, and then let me grab, I actually need to cut this, so I don't know how much I need. I'm gonna just cut it longer. I'd rather have extra than be too short. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and just wrap this around. All right, and I'm just gonna, I think this is pretty stretchy, so I actually prefer my hangers to be on the shorter side, so I think this is good. And I'll go ahead and just tie a knot. All right, I went ahead and I got the string attached to it. And the very last thing I need to do, my fringes are not even, so I'm going to go ahead and just trim the fringes and my project will be done. Alright, so I am thinking I will cut my fringes right about there. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my rotary cutter. I actually probably need to change the blade in here because I've been using it to cut paper. I didn't realize if I'm doing like stuff with like scrapbook paper, it actually cuts really, really well. Let's see. Move these out the way and make sure if there's any more that I need to trim. I know I could use this for stuffing, but I'm actually gonna just toss that. And alright, I'm happy with that. Alright, so I am really happy with how this turned out. I think it's super cute. I have no idea where I'm going to end up hanging this from, but I love it. So as I was finishing it up, I was kind of just thinking about what I was going to crochet with. I've got some tape on here. I was going to crochet with my leftover yarn. And I really wanted to make like an octopus or a squid, but then I started thinking that I might use this for my knitting practice and try to knit a headband because I love the color so much. I think this would be a really fun headband. So I'm going to give that a try. I'm going to follow a tutorial and see if I can manage to create a knit headband. And if I do that, I'm pretty sure I'll have a lot left, and I'm really still hoping that I'll have enough for my octopus next. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at my pattern again and see if I can get started on making a knit headband. Hey guys, so it's actually Wednesday and I'm just getting around to starting to edit this. But I did go ahead and I started knitting my headband, and I used those circular knitting needles, and I realized I prefer my bamboo ones so much. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start again with my bamboo needles and see how far I can get. I'm hoping that I can finish this pretty quickly because it is a pretty simple project. I'm trying to do a twisted headband to learn just a few new stitches, figure out how it works, how knitting works a little bit more. So that's going to be it for me. I really appreciate you watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that. I appreciate it so much. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you guys soon. Love you, and bye, guys.